my only advice is to make sure that you know what you're doing. That's why continuously learning about it is very, very important. Because without experience, and if you only attend it, you won't get it as well.
Yeah.
So with experience and attending it,
Yes.
you get the best of both worlds. Even if you're not certified yet, get experience first.
Welcome to BIZ Chat with Charles Liew Season 2. And we're still talking to real business people about real business stuff. But hey, why so serious? As you guys know, in Season 2, we're talking about how we can actually make Sarawak more autonomous, more self-sustaining. And so we're looking at different industries. And so the fitness industry is an industry that I've personally been very interested in for some years now, okay? And today is very special, okay? We have Adib Azli, aka Ilza Bida. So he's a social media personality, but he's also a fitness expert. Welcome on the show, Adib.
Thank you very much.
You see, here's the thing, guys. During this time, actually, every day, we will be training.
Yeah.
But now we're sitting here. How crazy is this, right? So at this time yesterday, we were training. Tell us about Adib.
I'm Adib Azli.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 28 years old. Born and bred from Kuching, Sarawak. All right. I love playing football. I was overweight at that moment. Back when I was 16 years old, I had my first injury where I tore my ACL on my left knee.
Playing football.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the doctor said it was because of my weight.
For perspective, when you said because of your weight,
Yeah.
how heavy were you?
I was 98.
What?
98, and my
Okay.
waistline was 36. Yeah. Now I'm 66, and my waistline is 27.
Yeah, and then majority of that would be from muscle as well. So, go on. Yeah.
So after 9 months recovered, I injured again on my right knee. So both of my knees
Busted.
busted.
Yeah.
Until today, I didn't do any surgery on it.
Sure.
So at that time, when I got the injury, right? So I went to the hospital, of course, obviously.
Yeah.
So the doctor told me one knee cost me about 15K to get it fixed. Get it fixed. So both knees are 30,000 ringgit.
Okay.
So I couldn't afford it.
Sure.
Couldn't afford it.
Sure.
So,
Okay.
so basically, the only option that I had at that moment was getting fitness,
Sure.
getting fit lah.
Sure.
So the doctor told me to strengthen my hamstring. At that time, the only exercise that I can do was static cycling. At that point, when I was 17, I was it was quite my lowest point of my life.
Sure.
Because I was just recovered from my left knee.
Yeah.
And I injured again my right knee.
Okay. Yeah.
And then at that year, I think I had my SPM as well.
Sure.
So
Sure.
everything was going down for me.
Okay.
And because I know I love football and I cannot afford the surgery,
Yes.
so I only had like one option left, which is getting the
To lose weight.
fitness lah.
Yeah.
Fit.
Yeah.
So that is when it started actually. Yeah.
Understanding fitness and wanting to get healthy is one thing. So what got you so much into fitness?
Actually, like the reason why I get involved into personal training is because of every time I do fitness, I always want to become better.
Sure.
When I was in my teen years, I always felt no self-confidence, always looked down on myself and very low self-esteem.
It's hard to imagine that, to be fair. It's hard to imagine now. But when you say, you used to be overweight and you would say 98 kilos, I can kind of picture that. But looking at you now, we can't tell the lack of confidence, even though you yourself may notice every now and then there's a lot of compensation from the lack that we felt as a child before.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
So tell me about the fascination as to personal growth, because I know that you have attended courses, you have met Gary Vaynerchuk, you have paid money to attend very personal sessions with him as well.
Yeah.
So what made you want to develop? I mean, everyone wants to grow, everyone wants to develop themselves.
Yeah, correct.
But what made you want to develop yourself more than other people?
I think it's because of happiness. To me, success is happiness.
Okay.
Yeah. If you could feel happy about yourself, everything will follow.
Okay.
anything that you do. So basically, that's why I feel self-mastery is very, very important, and self-development is very, very important because of it leads to happiness. So when you feel happy, you want to do something, you don't feel reluctant as well. So you can keep the consistency of doing one thing, you know. So, and then not only that, by mastering this self-development thing, you will understand processes better in everything that you do. Not only in fitness, in business, in your relationship, in your personal lifestyle, you know, everything that you do, you know how to count risks. Because you will see, you will have a better perspective on life itself.
Nothing works in isolation.
No.
Right?
No.
Brilliant.
No.
Okay. Help us paint a picture now, before we go to a break. Help us paint a picture now in order for us to set up this entire talk. Okay, so help us to paint a picture as to what the fitness industry in Sarawak look like right now. And in terms of like, what opportunities are there? Because at the end of the day, here's the thing. Like, there's so many ways that you can start a gym and running things inside the gym, selling gears, right? So what opportunities can you see that other people cannot see right now in the fitness industry in Sarawak?
I think Sarawak, what it lacks, to be honest with you, I think driver, you know, key drivers in this fitness thing.
Okay.
Maybe like, I know Coach Carter. Yes, he's quite active in doing events. That is really, really good. That is what other owners, gym owners should do as well. Yes. Because of without them, we can't really achieve much. Yes. You know, because of like, for example, if we want to compete, most competitions are in KL. So we need to bring people from outside in Sarawak. That's the main thing. Then we can actually evolve the industry itself. So basically, like if we have a lot of, but if the mentality is only to make money and really not really grow the industry, it will stay stagnant. So the opportunity is always going to be the same. We don't want to be the same because to me, staying the same is going backwards.
Absolutely.
So I think with active owners, right? They should when they are involved into this industry thing, I'm sure they want to curate more events. So with more events, they will create more purpose. Yes. When we have more purpose, then we have more members, and then we have more clients to train as well. Yes. So I think that is how we should see. I mean, like that is how the opportunity should be here in Kuching, but the case is different. So when we, I mean, it's not all bad, the industry here. It's still very well accepted. And it's still very, very good. It's just a matter of us gym goers or fitness lovers. We have very less purpose on keeping it to become sustainable. So if we have more activities to do and things to join, we will have more purpose, and the sustainability of going further or going longer into this journey, it's better.
Guys, we'll be back with more with Adib. We'll be right back. And we're back to BIZ Chat with Charles Liew, and we're still with Adib Azli, aka Ilza Vida. Now, let me ask you this. What challenges have you faced in your pursuit of excellence in the fitness industry personally, and in terms of the industry as a whole, like the resistance you have faced with the industry here in Sarawak?
The thing that I feel that is stopping from everyone else, including myself, to become like 100 like top performance for their work is the unity in this industry. It's almost like, because of the scene is very, very small, but we are not collective. For example, like I'm a trainer and you're a trainer. So we should have a better communication with each other on how can we grow the industry better, you know, how can we curate. If we don't have owners doing it, us trainers, that is our responsibility. That we are the last line of defense for this industry. So we don't really see that among trainers, you know. So most of them, I understand we are all busy with our clients and stuff, but if we really want to see this industry prosper into a better scene like KL, you know, I think that is
mutual support, mutual respect. Now, please share some of your successes in your fitness journey. Like, things you see as wins that maybe other people don't see? But right, so what are some of your personal successes you feel? I mean, I'll give you one right now.
Yeah.
The weight loss.
Yeah.
So what else?
To be honest, like the successes that I felt, it is to me is my clients lah. You know, my clients. Getting certified is not my success. You know.
Sure.
It's just a learning process.
Yeah.
And there's always new things to learn.
Yes.
So that is definitely, I don't see it as a success to me.
I mean, getting certified qualifies you to be helping your clients to get their successes.
Correct.
And you enjoy their successes.
Correct. That's the way I see success. I want my client to be successful.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes my client always say like, don't be don't be too garang to me or something like that. You know.
Yes.
Because of I'm that strict. Not to say I'm strict, but I want it to happen.
A lot of people may look at this and think this has nothing to do with whatever we're trying to say about the fitness industry in Sarawak. But I think this has everything to do with it, because I think at the end of the day, everything is about mentality. I think this kind of mentality, as opposed to the mentality we are so used to, because we grew up with our parents being discouraging, with our parents using scare tactics against us, do this or else, quicken this process or I'm going to leave. And so starting this car engine before you're ready, so I think because we grew up in this kind of culture, I mean, having this is super fresh because it's something that is extremely different, right? So, I mean, little things, it takes one trainer to create a difference if we care to make that difference, you know what I mean? But I think we need to address some issues within the fitness industry in Sarawak, okay? So, I won't say solve it because it's still going to happen, but how can we put this in a better light?
We cannot just say like Sarawak, because of it happens everywhere throughout the world, you know. I think the biggest elephant is shortcuts. Some people mistake me as a magician. They thought that like I received some inquiries. They came to me and asked me like, can I look like this in 4 weeks? You know, because of the expectation that people put around social media, especially, you know,
Yes.
is very, very high.
Yes.
And if you look on social media, everyone wants to look good.
Yes.
Okay. So everyone wants to have that shortcut.
Yes.
But they didn't realize that it's a process, long process to take. So I think that's the biggest elephant in the room, because of it stopped us from really getting from where we should be. You know, for example, the moment like, okay, if 80% of the gym goers wants to look good in a very, very short term, but refuse to put the effort in, you know, so it's going to be troublesome for us trainers as well, because of the expectation.
Yes.
Very, very high.
Yes.
So every time we do that, perhaps like we get complained, we didn't do our job right. They didn't lose weight. But at the end of the day, you only spend like 1 hour with us, and the extra 23 hours is only with you.
Sure.
So that's why it's very, very important that us trainer has this right messages to give out to the people. So from there we can slowly impact.
Yes.
And not to say like get rid of the elephant 100%, because of it's never going to happen.
Right. So I just gotta give perspective now to viewers.
Yep.
We use words like shortcuts and elephants. You may think that we're talking about zoo, but we're talking about shortcuts when we are trying to attain the body that we want.
Yep.
So some people may use medicines to accelerate their progress.
Not only that, some people don't even want to eat.
Some people don't even want to eat. Yep. So different types of shortcuts. And what we are saying is, we can't eliminate this 100%, because people have different goals. People have different desires for their bodies. People have different time frames. Some people are just gearing for a photo shoot.
Yep.
But what we are saying is, it's about being honest with your clients. It's about being honest with the people you're training.
Yep.
You must say, hey, if you want to be like me, this is what I'm doing.
Yep.
Are you prepared to go through what I go through? Whatever that I'm going through is. It could involve different things that are against your morals
Correct.
and whether you are prepared to do that.
Correct.
That's what I'm saying.
Correct.
Wow.
Transparency.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got through that.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Guys, we'll go to a break. And when we come back, we will wrap up with talking about our hope for Sarawak's fitness industry,
Yeah.
what we can do to make the fitness industry a more conducive one and a better one as well. We'll be right back. And we're back to BIZ Chat with Charles Liew, Season 2. And we're still with Adib Azli, aka Ilza Bida. Now, let's talk about the Sarawakian fitness industry from the perspective of the Sarawakian government and also the private sector, whatever it is. How can we look at this from a business perspective? Because at the end of the day, let's face it, right? This is a multi-billion industry we're talking about, potentially, right? Because it's a multi-billion industry everywhere. So it must be the case here in Sarawak, right? So what could the government be doing more? What could private sectors be doing more?
I think exposure is like exposure, because of if we are looking in America, for example, the fitness industry over there is already mainstream. Unlike here in Malaysia itself, we are still considered as underground, underground. So I think we need more exposure from it, and we need support from it. We need to become a lot more active, because of not everyone enjoys exercise.
Yeah.
You would prefer to sit down on the couch and enjoy TV instead, So I understand that point of view, but then again, like if we create a good message around it, I think the Sarawak government can uphold the not only the standards but also the industry itself to create more opportunities, not only for all trainers but also the new trainers, because I think like for example, like last time there's one legend in Bujang Taha. I think he was one of the first Sarawakian that competes to Mr. Universe level. But then it's because of we lack in opportunity that he doesn't really have a future after his peak, after his peak in this industry. And he ended up selling, if I'm not mistaken, selling vegetable at the wet market.
I want to talk about certification.
Yeah.
Okay. In the context of the ecosystem here in Sarawak. I understand that you are certified by FitM, and then you get your certificates saying that you have gone through certain courses, and therefore you're a personal trainer. Okay. And we don't have courses like this here that would be able to accreditate you as a personal trainer. So you would need to go to KL. Like you did yours in KL?
Yeah, I did mine in KL, but there are courses in Kuching.
Okay.
There are courses in Kuching. It's only a matter, it doesn't matter where you get your certification from.
Okay.
It's how you manage yourself after you get the certifications. For my case, after I get certified, I continue to learn.
Yeah.
I open back my book and revisit every time.
Yeah.
Or go onto YouTube to find like a different explanation and to try to understand it from my perspective, and listen to, because of there are a lot of informations on the internet nowadays, especially on YouTube.
Yeah.
But you don't know which one is right.
Oh yeah.
So it's also a good practice for me as a trainer to go on YouTube and just go search around whatever videos that I can find and try to listen to that trainer what's their perspective of point of view, and from there we can learn even more. But you don't really see that. I believe not everyone is willing to do that. Not everyone is willing to do that. It's like school back again. It's like going back to school. So after school, you learn in school, go home, you don't want to open up your book.
So do you think then, not everyone can have that kind of hunger to learn and that thirst to want to know more, right? Getting gyms to actually say, if you're training here, you need a certificate to show that you are a proper trainer because you have undergone some training or whatever. Because not every buff guys, every big guy can train people. They can train themselves and they know what they put into their body, but they don't have the know-how to teach someone, because
Correct.
teaching is a skill.
Yep, it's a different.
Right? Teaching is not bodybuilding. Teaching is teaching.
Correct.
Right?
correct.
So how can we make sure that every personal trainer out there actually is certified? You can't.
Yeah, definitely we can achieve the goal.
Okay.
Definitely.
It's also then a case of the maturity of the industry as well.
Yeah.
So maturity is not something that we guess whether it's going to happen. It's going to happen. We just don't know how soon it's going to happen. You talk a lot about the YouTube channel. That like what's with this drive? No pun intended. What's with this drive to want to get it moving?
I like challenges, to be honest.
Okay.
And YouTube is a very, very hard thing to do.
Okay.
As that's why I went for fitness trainer as well, because it's a very, very hard thing to do as well.
You're competing with the rest of the world for attention on YouTube, or not really.
Of course, we are competing for views.
Okay.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, it's always you against you.
Yeah.
You know, it's how you create the society among you and the surrounding lah, basically. Because like in Kuching, I see it as a new opportunity, new business.
Yep.
No one is really doing it.
Oh yeah.
So
Ocean. Yeah.
yeah, I think that's the dream, and then that's the ultimate dream.
Last question.
Yep.
What's your advice to the young viewers watching right now, who actually, they may not excel in a lot of areas in their lives, and they just want to get into fitness, and they want to pursue a career in fitness and make it their life? What's your advice? Because it's like, surely it cannot be easy.
Yeah, definitely. Nothing is easy, man.
And especially if you tell your parents, I want to grow up to be in the fitness industry.
Yep. My only advice is to make sure that you know what you're doing. That's why continuously learning about it is very, very important. You cannot stop after you get certified, for example. You cannot stop there. Even if you're not certified yet, get experience first.
Sure.
Because I get my certification only in 2017 or 2018.
Sure. Okay.
But I've been doing fitness since 2012.
There you go.
So I need experience.
Yeah.
Because without experience, and if you only attend it, you won't get it as well.
Yeah.
So with experience and attending it,
Yes.
you get the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you only have the experience but without certifications, you only enjoy like one side of the world.
I love that, because that is consistent with, like how when you get entry into an MBA program, a lot of like the really good MBA, like the world-renowned MBA programs, you will need work experience before you go in.
Correct.
And that's because whatever they're going to be teaching you, the discussion you're going to have, will mean nothing if you have got no experience to base whatever you're saying on. Everything is just theory.
Yep, correct.
So thank you for that advice.
No problem, man.
So guys, as we wrap up, here's the thing. I think the health and fitness industry is an industry that Sarawak can never afford to overlook. And here's why. I think health forms the very basis of every thriving economy. We can look how the pandemic actually decimates the entire world. Okay. Until the next episode, guys, thank you so much to Adib for coming on the show. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.